What's going on, everyone? It's Big Sack Lunch here with Lunch Break and Sports. I hope everyone's having a good day or evening wherever you're at. It's currently evening where I am. I have a Beckett grading order back to reveal. I sent out as an experiment around the same time that I sent a GameStop one as an experiment. The GameStop one did come back a lot faster, but this wasn't mainly for speed or anything. It was just an overall assessment. And I did send it around the beginning of August, and it got back on Halloween. So, not a terrible turnaround time. I'm okay with that. I will say the one thing I will knock or have as a negative is they truly don't have much communication at Beckett. And if you send any customer request questions or anything in, they just don't even answer you. So it'd be nice if they worked a little bit better on that. Um, but overall, I was happy with the grades for what I sent, and I think it would be an experiment that I would try again um, for a few different reasons. But really, hopefully, Beckett will make a solid effort to try to bridge some of the gap and maybe become a little bit better in the industry again in a closer second or third. But I doubt it. Everybody pretty much doubts it, but it would be nice. So we're going to start off. It's 8 cards, and few of them are from my original collection. I just want to see how the 4 subgrades would go on those that had been sitting around for years and years, and then a few newer cards. Um, so first up, they come in these bags that you can pull off. I'll probably just do that now. We have the 2015 Fleer Retro Marvel 95 Marvel Metal Blaster Captain America. Overall, looked pretty good. I thought that it would get a 9 if I sent it to PSA, and it had a shot at a 9.5. I guess I don't need to cover it if you can do the adding on that. I got a 9. So if the edges had been a 9.5, I believe that this would have been up to a 9.5, or if the corners had been a 9, it still probably would have been a 9. I think you have to get 3, but I'm not positive. Um, and I did look at it, and the corners aren't the best. But overall, pretty happy with it. Should get some decent value from what I paid if it sells, because I know that Beckett has a little bit of a harder time moving. But I will say I really like the look of their slabs and the feel of their slabs. So if they do become better in the industry again, I would like to grade with them more based on that, because I really enjoy these slabs. All right, second card. We got Bruce Matthews on the 23 Topps Chrome Composite Autographs Purple Refractor. Again, I just wanted to see what they would do on the subgrades. I didn't think it would get a 10. I thought I would get a 9 at PSA and had a shot at a 9.5, which is Beckett's version of a 10, basically. And it almost did. The corners, I did look, and they were slightly messed up on it, but looks really good overall. Nice autograph, and they were cool because I think they grade the autographs, but they don't put it on the card, so they don't knock you for that on directly on the card if you don't pay for it either. So that's kind of cool. All right, third up from my collection, we got Vince Wilfork on the 24 Bowman rookie card. Had a little bit of corner issues, but it did get the 9, and it wasn't too far from getting the 9.5, which is pretty cool. It's been sitting around in a box for 20 plus years. You can see the corner right there. Still not too bad of value if I can move it. Next up, we've got 96 Fleer. It's the Ray Allen rookie, and this one is the Rookie Sensations It's a little bit rarer of a one, especially if you can get it in a high grade. This says it has 8 on the edges and 8.5 on the corners. I don't really see a lot wrong with the edges, though. I'll have to take a harder look at it, but I thought I looked at it pretty well. I guess there's a little bit. I don't know what makes it all the way down to an 8, though. All right, we got Marshall Falk on the 95 Summit Ground Zero. And that got an 8 as well. See, the edges are a 7 on this, but I looked at it really hard and I can't see how it got a 7 on the edges at all. Like, even if you shine the light all the way around, maybe there's a wrinkle or something on the edge I missed, or a lip up. But it doesn't, I don't really see anything wrong with the edges to me. So it kind of weird. So that might be the only one that's not like a value jump. That's going to lose a little bit, but that's okay. Next up, this one was sweet. We got the 2010 Rookies and Stars Longevity Parallel, the Platinum version of Devin McCourty, great player. And this got the 9.5, so I was pretty happy with that. Not too far off from the full 9.5s all the way across the board either. And it's out of 25, so it's a super short print. So pretty happy with that. And actually should get a decent amount of value off of that one as well. Another one from my collection, a 2004 Bowman rookie of Roethlisberger. And this one was really close to getting the 9.5. It was just a half a grade off. So pretty happy with that overall. Especially because it did have that noticeable whiting on the corner right there. So to give it a 9 on the corners was still pretty nice. Still decent value for that as well. And then last up, we got Lisa Leslie on the 24 Prism throwback signatures in the purple. And this is a short number as well. I thought this would get a 9. It had a little bit of corner issues. Obviously, I couldn't see the surface as well, but I could see the corner issues of why I got the 9. But I was hoping possibly it would get the 9.5. Still another really nice auto and a slab. Still worth, a little bit. So overall, we got the 1 9.5, which is basically their 10. We got 5 9s. Pretty happy with all of them. And then we got 2 8s. So when I first saw the grades, I kind of was like, I don't know how I feel about this experiment. It didn't really give me any information, neither good or bad, besides the lack of communication possibly. But considering the overall turnaround times of PSA currently and the overall turnaround times for Beckett, not terrible. PSA is getting faster now, I will say that. They look like they're going to be on par for getting down to around 2 months now. They're starting to kick out a lot faster from what I noticed. I actually have a couple PSA orders coming back that in a few days I'll do reveals on as well. But, 2.5 months isn't terrible. I wish there was more communication. When you ask them, hey, is there any step progression or anything, they could at least give you some kind of automated answer like PSA does. And then if it was easier to move their slabs, if their slabs can gain closer to value, which that comes from people willing to pay more value for those slabs. That's the only way other companies are going to go up, is you have to pay closer to prices of the highest competitor. That's the only way you bridge that gap. But I would definitely like to grade more with Beckett if those things could happen. We'll see. I know some of my other colleagues and stuff that do grading are going to try out some other companies, so I'm pretty interested to see what their results are going to be as well. But yeah, I might send another one in and do another video eventually. I'm also getting ready to do a couple different types of card orders too, so those will be nice when they eventually come back. Thank you guys all for watching. Any likes and comments and whatnot, and I always appreciate your time and going on to other people's channels and having discussions and everything is always fun to me. Thank you again. Have a good rest of your night. We'll see you for the next video.